Hi, it's Kara. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to start by putting the Skyn Iceland moisturizer on my face. I've been sick. This is a cooling moisturizer that I'm just putting around my nose to help ease some of that irritation. Next, I'm going in with my NYX Angel Veil primer. This is my secret weapon to poreless skin. I'm just going to pat that on my problem areas in my T-zone and where I have the largest pores. Next, for foundation, this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. It comes with this neat little spatula, which I really like. I'm in the shade Warm Ivory. I'm just going to place this all over my face. And apparently this foundation is said to be selfie approved with no white cast, no flashback. Make your skin look like skin even in photos. So I'm just going to blend that out with my Real Techniques blending sponge. Next, I'm going to go in with the Photo Focus Concealer, also by Wet n Wild. I'm just going to put that in a triangle shape underneath my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, and also on my forehead and on my chin, everywhere that I want to bring the face forward. And I'm just going to put a little extra on the sides of my nose because I've been sick. I want to cover up that redness. So then I'm just going to blend that in with my Real Techniques blending sponge once again, using patting, bouncing motions all over and make sure that it's blended in. Next, I'm going in with the Photo Focused Pressed Powder, also by Wet n Wild, with this Wet n Wild powder brush just to set that concealer. I don't want to put this anywhere else on the face. I'm not going to use it to set my foundation because I am going in with a cream contour later, and you do not want to put powders up before creams. Next, I'm going in with this Makeup Geek eyeshadow on a big fluffy blending brush. This is Creme Brulee by Makeup Geek, and I'm just going to blend that in my crease. Nothing really precise, just in I'm sorry, I'm sick. Just outer to inner corner, just windshield wiper motions. This is going to be my transition shade, and we're going to deepen this up in just a minute. But big fluffy crease brush, put it everywhere. Now I'm going in with Makeup Geek Tan Lines on that same fluffy crease brush, and I'm just going to deepen up that color just a little bit. We have our transition shade, and now I just want to deepen that up and make it a little more airbrushed and flawless, using the same windshield wiper motions as before, just until it's blended. Next, I'm going in with Paradox by Colourpop on this flat shader brush, also by Colourpop, and I'm just going to put that all over the lid from the inner corner all the way to the outer corner. I'm going to be careful not to put this far up in the crease because I don't want to look like I have, actually, I don't know, I just don't want to bring that up too far. We're going to blend this. I know these looks tend to look weird when you use bold colors on your lid, because they haven't been blended out yet. I know this can be really intimidating, but just be patient and work with it. Next, I'm going in with Seeker, also by Colourpop, with a blending brush, also by Colourpop, and I'm just going to pack that color on the outer V of the eye and blend that all the way into the crease, making sure that that harsh line from that red shadow that we used gets blended in nicely, but making sure that we don't bring the red shadow up, just making sure that the brown shadow blends it nicely so that there aren't any harsh lines. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other eye, pack the color on in the outer V, and as there's less product on my brush, I'm going to bring it up into the crease and blend. And then on a clean brush, I'm going to go back and touch it up by just no additional product, just going to blend. And then we're going to go back in with a red shadow and just deepen up the red, like right in the center and inner corner of the eye, making sure not to bring it up too far into the crease where we just blended. And same with the other eye. Just going to make sure that red is nice and vibrant on the lid. Oh, there's my cat. Hi, Fig. And here's my other cat. They wanted to film. Hi. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in and just keep blending until it is as airbrushed as I want it to look. And take your time. These things don't come out perfect the first time always, and if you need a fluffier crease brush like I did, get a clean one and just keep blending. I was watching South Park. Next, I'm going in with my NYX matte liquid liner, and I'm going to wing out my liner. Like I said before, I don't really have a precise formula for this. I just kind of draw a line towards the tail of my brow, swoop it inwards, and then can draw a line from the inner corner of my eye to that tail and create my wing. I try not to think about it because if I think about it, it's like it smells my fear and then they don't match. So I just kind of wing it. Haha, get it? I wing it. I'm funny. Oh, there's my cat in the background. Hi. The most annoying thing is when they try to nudge my hand while I'm doing my eyeliner, and then I have like liner like across my cheek. Like, thanks kitty, you're so cute, but ruining my cat eye, you silly cat. Still watching South Park, by the way. This is really important to watch the wings, because this is what I know the most people struggle with. The most people ask me how to do this on a daily basis, so I thought that I would put a lot of focus on the liquid liner today. Now I'm going in with my Anastasia Dipbrow in dark brown. I'm just going to comb through my brows with my dual-ended elf brush. Like always, frame the brow, and then fill it in using light hair-like strokes. And I want to make them look bold but not boxy, so that's where those light feathery strokes are going to come in handy. Just make sure that you are distributing the product evenly, you're not painting it on, you just want to use those light strokes. And then shape your brow like so. And for the other brow, frame it just like so. And then fill it in with light strokes. Brows are an art that I didn't perfect until just recently. I can never get them to look the way I wanted them to, but with the Dipbrow, perfect. Now I'm just going to comb through my brows once again, make sure that product is evenly distributed throughout my brows. And now I'm going in with my new brow gel. I love this stuff. This is a brow gel by Brow Gal. It is waterproof and it's clear, and I love it more than my Anastasia brow gel. It is bullet proof, lasts all day long, no droopy brow hairs. Now I'm going in my Wet n Wild brow lift pencil, and I'm just going to outline my brows with this pencil. At first I didn't like this. I thought it was kind of choppy for a concealer pencil. I still find it to be that way, but I like the way that it makes my brows look after I've blended it out. It takes a little extra work to blend, but end result well worth it. I'm just going to take this angled brush by Wet n Wild again. I love Wet n Wild, and just blend, 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 blend. Make sure there are no harsh lines, that there's not a stark pinky white line of concealer around my brows. Just make it look as natural and flawless as possible. Oh, I spy some droopy brow hairs. And just blend that out. It's a little waxy, but I love the way it looks afterwards. So, and it's like $3.99 at Walgreens, so you can't really go wrong for the price. It's pretty good for the price. Now I'm going in with MAC Eye Kohl in the color Costa Riche. People used to always tell me that this color was great for green eyes, and I'm like, oh, but it's such a beautiful warm brown. I'm gonna use it anyway for my poopy brown eyes. And it makes like, I feel like no matter what color your eyes are, this rich warm brown just makes them pop, like bam, like like you have the most romantic eyes ever after you use this liner. So I'm just going to put this in my waterline and then use it very liberally on my lash line, and then we are going to blend that out using the Seeker eyeshadow by Colourpop that we used in the outer V of our eye earlier. So I'm just going in with a pencil brush. I think this one is by Sigma, and just tap it in the eyeshadow. And these are very creamy eyeshadows, and they dry to a powdery finish, but they are so beautiful. This one is very satiny. It blends the eye kohl out very nicely, and you don't have to work as hard like you would with a regular powder shadow to get that smoky lower lash line. Take your time, don't get frustrated, bring it as far down as you want to. Make it as smoky and dramatic as you want to. I bring it all the way to my inner corner for extra drama. Now I'm going with my Maybelline Push-Up Angel Falsy Mascara, I think. I like this one because it just combs and lifts my lashes upward, and I have very stubby lashes, so I find that this is good for me. It's not like anything out of the ordinary, it just works really well for my short lashes. Now I'm going in with my falsies. These are the Eylure Mink Effect lashes in the style Opulent. I'm just going to pop those on and then reline my eyes where the glue didn't dry quite as clear as I would like it to, and make it blend in with my natural lashes as much as possible. So we want them to look real even though they're clearly fake, but you know what I mean. Going in with my Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Contour in Cafe Au Slay, and using my Luxie mini stippling brush to apply that to the hollows of my cheeks, using a stippling motion at first, and then I'm going to blend that out using circular motions. I really like this contour because it's less watery, it's more watery than regular cream contours. I find that like thicker cream contours tend to move my foundation around, and I don't really like that. So this is much thinner, but I still get the same color payoff that I want, and it gives me a really natural contour without messing up my foundation, and I really like that. So I'm just going to blend, and then I'm going in with a bigger powder brush, I believe this is. No, this is the fan brush by NYX, just to continue blending that out. Now I'm going in with my highlight. This is Wisp by Colourpop. I'm just going to take a blush brush by Wet n Wild to pack that on my cheeks because I want to glow, girl. I sure do. I'm just gonna keep going, pack it on, bathe in it. I want that metallic, like in your face disco ball highlight on the tops of my cheekbones, and I'm going to highlight the tip of my nose because I have a little baby nose, and my Cupid's bow. And now I'm going in with Wet n Wild TheSkinny mascara, and I'm going to coat my lower lashes because this is perfect for my stubby itty bitty baby lashes. And I'm going to go back in with that same Wisp highlight by Colourpop and pop that in my inner corner. This is the Gel Pout lip liner by Wet n Wild. This is a very Wet n Wild video, and line my lips with that. I think this is the shade Bear to Comment. This is a really smooth lip liner. It's so creamy and it goes on very smooth. There's no tugging, and I think it's like $4, so you can't really go wrong. And I love this color. It's very natural, very my lips but better color. And now I'm going in with the NYX Lip Lingerie Liquid Lipstick. I think this is in the shade, I think French Maid, no, Bustier. I'll link it down below. And I'm going to shape my lips with this and really carve out my Cupid's bow because I don't have a very pronounced one. And I really like the monochromatic eye and lip look, so I thought this color like really went with my burgundy purple look. And there you have it. This is my beautiful, blissful burgundy look. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please subscribe.